Hey guys, it's Jay. Thanks for coming to my channel again. Today's another Let's Cook video. So it's super simple. It's called a chicken vegetable bake. It's not really so much of a recipe that I'm going to offer you today because the recipe is so interchangeable. I'm offering you the idea if you haven't thought about it. It's a great, super inexpensive, super easy meal that you can cook for the whole family and they would enjoy. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom you into the ingredients that I'll be using for today, but keep in mind you can change this out completely, teetotally. You can change out the spices, you can change out the part of the chicken that you want to use, you can change out the vegetables according to what you have on hand, and it'll be fine just the way it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go in. Okay, so the ingredients I'll be using is this chicken. I personally like to get a bag of chicken, but they really didn't have any bags at the store when I went. So this is actually 4.22 pounds. It was 99 cents a pound. So it was super cheap, inexpensive chicken. Here's about 6 potatoes. You can also use butternut squash, but I've had the potatoes longer than I've had the butternut squash, so I figured I would use the potatoes first. I mean, for this recipe. Some celery that I chopped up or diced up, and some carrots. I also have some garlic that are still unpeeled. It's better to keep them unpeeled. Some lemon. I'm going to use, I have 2 bags because not all of that chicken will fit in 1 gallon size bag. So I have 2 bags that I'm going to use. If we decide to have company over, we'll use both bags. But if it's just going to be for us, we're just going to use 1. But I'm going to go ahead and season both of them. If I don't use 1 bag, then I'll go ahead and stick that in the freezer for a different day. So I do have 3 lemons. I will squeeze 1.5 lemons in each bag as well. I don't have any measurements really, but I have some olive oil, some pepper, some salt down there. I have some, what are these called? Crushed red peppers. It's not a lot, but it's not a lot, and you know me, I don't like a lot of spice. But I'm going to go ahead and probably half this up, like half in 1 bag, half in another. And normally I use rosemary, oregano, and thyme, but today I figured let's go ahead and use Italian herb mix just to change it up a little bit. So that'll be a first for me. But the idea is super simple. Let's go ahead. I'll first stick the bag. I'll do the chicken first in the bags, and the vegetables I'll put in a bowl. You can put them in together, the chicken, the raw chicken, and the vegetables. I kind of feel funny. I've seen it done that way. Me personally, I feel kind of funny doing it like that because of like the whole contamination. Even though it's going to be cooked, I just would rather not. So, let's put the chicken in the bag. YouTube. So here I have my 2 bags of chicken. One has 4 pieces and the other one has 5. This has 5, this has 4. So we're gonna go ahead and do the lemon. Again, this was 3 lemons, and I'm gonna squeeze 1.5 lemons into each bag. So now that I have my lemon in there, I'm gonna go ahead and for the sake of this video, I'm going to use all of this garlic in just the bag that I'm probably going to use, which is the one that has 5 pieces. So that will be this one. And then we're going to add salt and pepper to taste. And basically, we're just going to season everything in the bag. We're going to also add about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. Tablespoon of olive oil in the bag. That looks good. I'm going to finish off whatever little crushed red pepper I have. I know it's not enough to mention, but that's what I'm doing. So that and that. Alright. Some salt. You do have to season the vegetables separately as well, but I have some salt, and then I have my Italian herb. Yeah, that'll be just fine. Again, I'm not measuring. I probably should take out a damn tablespoon or something so I can say that's a tablespoon, but that's not what I'm doing. I should probably take off this lid though, because I don't even, I mean, does anybody actually use these lids? Because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like, I think I'll be shaking all day. Alright. So once that's done and seasoned with, you're going to zip up the bag. And not really shake, but kind of move around your chicken into this mixture and make sure you try to get it as coated as possible. Now ideally you want to do it either overnight or in the very morning and let it season all day, marinate all day. But right now it's 12:46. It's about to be 1 o'clock. Dinner will probably be around 6:30, 7 o'clock, because that's just what time we all kind of get home together. In a pinch though, if you don't really think about it ahead of time, in a pinch you can always do it right then and there. It's just best to, you know, to let it sit together and let these flavors marinate. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator, and then I'll come back and tell you how I do with the vegetables. So back again with the vegetables, I'm going to kind of let them marinate throughout the day as well. So we're going to add everything into a bowl. You can also do it in a dang Ziploc bag, but I'll just do it like this. So everything's in a bowl. I'm going to add some more olive oil. 1, 2, that looks good. We're going to season it with salt and pepper. And that was some pepper. I'll do just a little bit of salt, because whenever I spread them on the pan, I'll add some more salt, more concentrated on the potatoes, because potatoes tend to need more salt. And I didn't mention this before, but I'll be using some garlic powder, just a little bit, to kind of season that up. See, it was very, very lightly. I kind of want the vegetables themselves to be the flavor of themselves. But salt and pepper always help to bring out that flavor. And the oil will just kind of let everything stick together. And also to, like, not whenever it's in the oven baking, it won't like dry it out. So everything looks like it's lightly coated. Everything looks like it's lightly coated with some olive oil. I just don't want them to get brown on me. And you can actually probably do this later on, but I'm not going to be wanting to chop up nothing. I just want to put it on the pan and bake it. So that's what that looks like. So I'll see you guys later when it's time for me to actually bake it. You can preheat the oven, and you'll be baking it, I guess, at 250. No, 250? 325. Yeah, about 3. I don't know. I don't know. 350. That's what it is. Sorry, 250. 350 degrees for about 45 minutes until everything is baked. But I'll catch up with you guys later when I do that part. Okay, so I took a cookie sheet, a baking sheet, whatever the hell. I lined it with foil, and I put the chicken in there skin side up, and then I put the vegetables all around it. I have my oven heating or preheating at 400. I'm going to turn it down at 350 and let it cook for about 45 minutes. And that should be a complete meal. So I will get back with you guys very shortly. Alright, you guys, I just took it out of the oven. It's been about an hour. So yeah, you can see some of the carrots are a little toasty on top. potatoes as well. I have like a little crust going on there. But yeah, aside from that, that's it. I'm going to turn off my oven, let it cool down just a little bit, and then stick it back in to keep it warm before dinner time tonight. But yeah, so basically the dishes that I dirtied was the bowl that my vegetables were sitting in, and I guess the cutting board and knife that I used to chop up the stuff. But it's super easy. I'm excited. So yeah, that's my meal for tonight. And again, it's very affordable, super cheap to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried something like this before. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I got this idea from Laura Vitale on Laura in the Kitchen. So I saw her do it, and ever since then I've been making it all kinds of ways. And so this is one of my go-to meals. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of mopping. So I'm kind of like, whoo, sweating and everything. But yeah, enjoy. Thanks.